So now the main event, Dustin Poirier versus Dan Hooker for the lightweight main event. Wow, what a fight this was.
Oh, my God.
Incredible.
Oh, my God. Slobber knocker.
Fight of the year candidate.
Absolutely.
Now, I heard some people say that this fight was going to beat Joanna versus Weili Zhang, which no way in hell. Weili Zhang is still versus Joanna is the fight of the year.
Absolutely.
For me.
I agree 100%.
But this was a phenomenal fight, and that second round was the best round in MMA this year.
Okay. Some people are saying of all time. Chael said of all time.
Of all time.
He said it was the best round of MMA.
Well, I
of all
say
time.
of this year. I don't want to go that far yet because there have been some great
There's been
rounds.
some slobber knockers, like dudes just.
And that's one thing with MMA too. Is that like for me, what's almost crazier was that Pat Barry
Czech Congo
round. What the hell?
That was the craziest 30 seconds
so
of
wild.
MMA ever. Yeah. If there was a category for 30-second fights, that was the craziest 30-second fight of all time.
It was
Absolutely.
insane.
Absolutely.
So,
but yeah, back to Dustin Poirier, Dan motherfucking Hooker. Oh my God. Dude, the first two rounds were fucking crazy.
they were crazy.
Crazy. I don't know if it was the calf kicks. It had to have been. It had to have been the calf kicks. Dustin Poirier could not get started those first two rounds.
Yeah, I really think that strategy was just him kind of feeling out Dan Hooker. He knew it was going 5 rounds, and he knew because based on that Paul Felder fight, he knew he couldn't go 5 rounds the same way.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
He couldn't, and Dustin knew that, and Dustin was going to get warmed up. He's going to read him. He knew he had 5 full rounds, and sure enough, that's what happened, man.
Dude, guys got to start checking those calf kicks, man. Because Dustin was not checking shit those first 2 rounds, dude.
But it
didn't matter, though.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter. He's just such a savage. He just fucking walked right through it.
Yeah. And I will say this, and I mean this with all due respect to Tony Ferguson, but Dustin is the second best lightweight right now.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
He's
number
look
2
at his
in the
resume.
world.
I mean, it's such a tough resume. He has beaten former champs. He's beaten guys fighting for the belt. He's beat them all except Khabib Nurmagomedov. It's just Dustin's the man. He's the motherfucking man, dude.
He is the Conor McGregor fight. He is the most deserving person for a Conor McGregor
I'd love to
fight.
see that too.
Absolutely.
To
avenge the knockout at 145, just killed himself to get the weight, was absolutely hot, hated
And that was
Conor.
early on too. That was
Very
many
early.
years ago. So things are so different now.
So different.
So different. I think Dustin would walk through Conor.
I think it would be an all-time classic.
Yeah.
I think it would be a great fight. Dude, Dan Hooker, guy's a fucking just, I don't know how else to put it. The guy is a machine. To walk forward, I know he was gassed in the 4th and 5th. I don't want to say gassed, but he was definitely slowing down. We all saw that. He slowed down in the 4th and 5th.
Yeah.
But to just walk forward constantly like that with just reckless abandonment, to land the big shots. He was going for the KO, obviously. Both men were, really. Like, let's be real. That second round.
Especially the second round. They were throwing haymakers back and forth, and it was just like rock'em sock'em robots.
Oh, my God,
fighting
dude.
in a phone booth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It was so crazy. Like, you don't see fights like that. Like that and, like, the Josh Emmett, Shane Burgos fight. Like, those are anomalies in this sport.
Yeah,
Nobody
we're getting
fights like
week
that
after
anymore.
week.
Yeah, crazy.
We've got him, a few weeks straight.
Crazy, dude. Absolutely insane. I'm so happy that we get 2 savages to give us a fight.
Yeah, how'd you have this fight scored?
So the first time I watched it, I thought Dan Hooker for sure the first 2 rounds. Yep. The second round was so crazy. Yes, they were both landing shots and everything, but I just felt like the second round was obviously Dan's.
Well, and Dan kind of put the cherry on the top with that like 8-punch combo.
Yes.
In the last 30 seconds of round 2 where you're like, Dustin might go out. Like Dustin was like, and then right after that, Dustin's literally squatting and leaning over.
Yep.
And let me tell you, the championship heart of Dustin Diamond Poirier, holy shit, to get lit up like that at the round, the end of round 2, and then to sit on the stool and to just compose yourself enough, and then in round 3 to come out and whoop ass 3rd round. I thought he looked great coming off the stool round 3. And more importantly, at the end of round 4, one of the most someone's got to clip this. This is iconic. His coach goes, "You having fun?" And Dustin looks up all bloodied, his eye bloody and everything, looks at his coach and smiles and says, I'm having a blast.
Yep.
This man was born to fight. Yeah, it was born to fight, man. I mean, that's like going through that. Like, imagine the average human being being like, "Please get me out of here."
Home.
Yeah, I'm in hell. No, Dustin's in heaven. He's in his yeah. It's incredible.
Yeah, you don't make it to the top 5 of any UFC division unless you love to fight.
And Dustin honestly loves to fight.
Both these men do. Fucking Dan Hooker. I just cannot stop talking about how tough this man is. The chin on this man is very reminiscent of a Tony Ferguson.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know, once again, no one's stock goes down in this fight. Dan Hooker is going to get a big fight after this. Let's just talk about future matchups.
Let's give him some time.
Both of them have a 6-month medical suspension. Good. So they're out for 6 months regardless.
Especially needs that. He had that Paul Felder war, 5-round war, and then he comes, and fights Dustin Poirier, a 5-round war. Give that man, he needs about 9 to 12 months off.
Guess what? He's going to have a main event in his next fight.
Who, Dan? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I'm not debating that at all.
Guess who the fuck it's going to be?
Probably Tony.
Tony motherfucking Ferguson, dude.
Dustin's going to fight Connor, and then Tony will fight Dan.
That's the fight. Tony Ferguson versus Dan Hooker. Oh, my God. I'd
like to see that.
Dude. Fight of the year right there. All over the place. It doesn't happen probably this year at all.
No, it doesn't. But and you got to feel bad for Tony, too, because that's definitely not a fight that you win and then get a title shot. The Dustin Connor thing would get the title shot
if it's that. Tony, maybe. Tony, because Tony's Tony. And if there's anybody that could sneak his way into a title shot, it's Connor, and it's the type of guy like Tony is.
Right, but if Conor McGregor beats Dustin Poirier, you're going to try to tell me that they're going to give Tony over.
We all know what's
Connor?
happening. Yeah, we all know what's happening.
And then if
Connor's
Dustin, but then if Dustin beats Connor, you got to give him the shot. You got to give him the rematch.
Absolutely.
So,
well, Khabib's fucking retiring soon.
Yeah, he is.
So we all know
he'll have 2 more fights. He'll go 30-0 and retire.
If he even has to. Like, who's he going to fight after Justin?
This is the most stacked division in the UFC.
I know, but who? He's going to rematch Dustin Poirier? What does that do for his legacy? He doesn't give a shit about
Tony Ferguson.
Money. But like we said,
Everyone
if Tony Ferguson, that's what I'm saying. Well, yeah, but you just said if Tony Ferguson beats Dan Hooker, he ain't getting that title shot. And that's
only
the fight
if Dustin
to make.
And Connor fight.
Okay, now you're making sense. Okay.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Only if Dustin and Connor fight. But if they don't fight, then shit. I mean, if Tony's ready, let's go that Tony-Dustin fight. I'm cool
Oh, no, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Really?
Yeah. Fucking Poirier KOs him.
Yeah.
Poirier KOs him. That's unfortunate for me to say, and I say it like it's so certain, but it's not. It's fucking MMA with 4-ounce gloves on. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
But I really think Dustin KOs him. I do. We all saw Justin Gaethje's performance. That's more the fight I want to see, honestly, is if fucking, let's say Justin Gaethje KOs Khabib. Crazy, shocks the fucking world. If that happens, we all know Khabib's getting his immediate rematch. If the first man to beat him will have to beat him twice.
Yes.
The ultimate test. There's no tougher thing to do in the entire world.
Than to beat Khabib,
not once, but twice. You're going to beat him twice in a row. It's what you have to do. Yep. The first person to beat Khabib will beat him twice. If they fight twice, they will have to. That's at least what I should say. So let's say that happens. Justin's the best in the world. KOs Khabib not only once, but twice. Crazy. I don't see that happening. Let's be real. You fight Khabib once and you get a win, you're fucking lucky as fuck. But that's the fight I want to see, is the Dustin-Justin rematch. That's the fight I want to see Dustin in.
Well, and that was a great first fight anyway. It's fantastic.
I don't think Conor wants that smoke, dude.
No, Conor doesn't.
Don't want that smoke. No, man. He doesn't. He don't want Dustin. He don't want nothing to do with that man right now.
No.
He's avoiding him like Tony. Let's be real. Yeah. Conor, if he doesn't fight Nate Diaz or Khabib or fucking a Gaethje, it's over.
Yeah.
The man's not fighting. It's easy as that. He's not fighting a Dustin Poirier. Cut and dry. But Dustin Poirier, man, you looked so fucking good, dude. He looked so good. He's going to take those 6 months off. If it's not Conor, who does he fight? No one. Who's he going to fight? I mean, I want to see the Justin fight, but he's got no one. Because he has to fight down.
No, I'm telling you, the only guy they'd match him up with is
Conor.
Yeah,
or fucking
Or Ferguson.
Tony. I don't want to see that Tony fight, but that's a realistic fight that could be made.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a very realistic fight because he's not fighting down. So, I really don't know. Well, I guess the future will tell. I mean, Habib is going to fight Justin this September. It's pretty much confirmed. I haven't seen anything. Nothing's official from the UFC's words, but it's like we all fucking know, dude. We all fucking know he's fighting in September. Where? Who knows? Probably Vegas. It's the only way it's going to happen. Confirm that Cormier and Stipe are in Vegas. So I guess that pretty much does our recap show, Mason.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So, by the way, I did take Poirier. Remember how I switched my pick last second?
Yeah, from third round TKO to decision. Yeah.
So and happy I did that.
Yeah, of course. And then that fifth round, I see Dan Hooker fading, and I'm like, come on, Dustin, finish him, finish him, finish him. Then it went decision. I'm like, you kidding me? I should have let Tabor pick first and then me pick. God dang it.
If you would have said decision, I would have been like, fuck, fifth round TKO.
Yeah, exactly.